Good day, everyone. Group 4 is consist of 6 members. We have here Hinayon, Lingaw-Lingaw, Lopez, Madayag, Mantalaba, and Marquez. We are assigned to discuss about the classification of provinces, cities, and municipalities in the Philippines. Explain the implication of income classifications. Define the income classification. Explain why salaries differ in LGUs.
The three primary social classes in the Philippines: the low income class, the middle income class, and the high income class. In the latest Family Income and Expenditure survey by the Philippine Statistic Authority or the PSA showed that the majority, 58.4% of Filipinos, belong to the low income class, while the middle class comprises around 40% of the population, and only 1.4% fall in the high income class. The Philippine Institute for Development Studies, or PIDS, notes that the low-income class has a bigger share of the population because they tend to have a larger families than other social class. The middle class, further classified into lower middle and upper middle in income class. So the lower income class is they are not middle class but not considered as poor, while the upper income class is they are the people in the social class that can make 6-digit figure monthly pero dili sila considered as a elite group in the Philippines. So for policy making and public service purposes, the Philippine government look at the per capita income in relation to the poverty to classify the income level of its citizens and to assess their standard of living. And also the current average estimated poverty threshold in the Philippines is 12,082 pesos, which is the minimum amount of family of 5 need in a month to buy their basic food and non-food items. So ang minimum nga poverty average is 12,082. So, if ang inyong family income is higher than that the average which is 12,082, so the government doesn't consider you as poor.
Provinces, cities, and municipalities are classified by the Department of Finance based on their average annual income. First class to sixth class are the income classes, with first earning the most and the sixth class getting the least. Provinces' income classifications range from 90 million and below to 450 million or more. Categories for cities range from 80 million and below to 400 million or more. Municipalities are categorized according to their income levels, which range from 15 million to 55 million or higher. Counting the number of wealthy cities and first-class municipalities in a region can serve as a proxy for its overall affluence. The PSA, or Philippine Statistics Authority, categorizes 299 of the 1,489 municipalities in the nation as first class as of June 30. The region with the greatest number of first-class municipalities is Region 12, with the exception of the National Capital Region, which only has municipality Patiros with the remaining cities. Out of the 45 municipalities in Region 12, 30 are first class. Region 8 or Eastern Visayas is the region with the fewest first class municipalities.
Hi everyone, I am Carl John Lopez and I will be the one to report the topic regarding the income classifications in our country. So it is said here that primarily the overall household income is a determinant of an individual's socio-economic standing, especially in the Philippines where this classification is mostly associated with finances. So, here in the Philippines, mostly man jud ma-relate na to ang atuang socio-economic status in terms of finances. These finances kay ma-associate na to sa atuang gasto labaw na sa atuang mga basic needs. Di ba as mentioned from the report of Hinayon nga natay tulo ka klase nga social classifications. Masabtan na to na siya karon kung asa ta bilong based sa gipagawas nga datos sa Philippine Institute for Development Studies or PIDS. So, according to the data from the Philippine Institute for Development Studies, the income classes for an average household of 5 are as follows. So, karon we will going to discuss the monthly income of each income classification para masabtan nato asa ta nabilong ug asa nabilong ang mga tao nga nakapalibot nato. So, sa rich, according to PIDS, you can be considered rich if mo monthly income kay mag-range og 182,000 pesos and above. The next one is the high income nga nag-range ang monthly income from 109,200 pesos up until 182,000 pesos. Pero naka-indicate rin no nga dili daw sila matawag nga rich, maybe ang pasabutan ni kay dili part sa elite nga group which is commonly makita sa rich nga classification. Next to it kay ang upper middle income nga ang monthly income kay nag-range from 63,700 to 109,000. Commonly diri na bilong to mga tao nga ang salary grade kay 21. Next to upper is the middle income, which is a monthly income can range from at least 36,400 up to 63,700. So kining middle income in accordance sa PSA, sila ang ikaduha sa pinakadagan na family nga nabilong diri which stated by the previous reporter nga naa daw sa 40% ang nag-consist. So next to it no kay ang lower middle class nga ang monthly income nag-range from 18,200 to 36,400. Ang kining nabilong during nga classification based sa gingon sa previous reporter, dili daw sila ma-consider as middle class pero dili sad sila ma-consider nga poor. So the other one is the low income in which ang monthly income nag-range between 9,100 to 18,200. So normally no, ang mga simple nga tabante diri na bilong kay mostly sa ako ma-observe ang ilahang monthly income sulod diri nga classification. So the last classification is the poor in which ang monthly income kay below 9,100. So that's all comprises my report. Thank you.
Family expenditure is a determinant of socio-economic classification with three segments. We have the high, middle, and low incomes. In addition, family outlays made throughout the reference period that were solely for personal consumption. So, ang family expenditure kay dili ginapakita kung how many percent ang daily expenses sa isa ka pamilya, either sa high, middle, o low lang siya nga segment. This chart shows on how family expenditure being calculated. And as I have seen and observed, according to the breakdown of family expenditures, on average, the middle income earners spend 34% sa ilang food, 13.9% sa ilang home and rent, 9.8% on their transportation, 7.7% on their utilities, 5.9% on their education, and 21.9% on others, which include the savings, recreations, and also the likes, and also the expenses. So, imagine, ang sweldo sa matag pamilya, dili pa sapat para sa expenses nila and also sa ilahang family needs. In addition, those data only represent the family of the three and not the assets and the properties. And also, the cost of living in the Philippines is varies greatly per region.
Good day, everyone. I am Christine Joy D. Mentalaba, and now let's talk about the LGU or local government unit source of income here in the Philippines. So, local government units or LGUs derive their revenues from local and external sources. So, when we say local sources, kay mao ni siya mga tax revenues like na mga property tax. So, unsa man ni ang property tax? Property tax is a tax paid on property owned by an individual or other legal entity para sa anang mga corporation. So, most commonly, property tax is a real estate ad valorem tax which can be considered as a regressive tax. So, it is calculated by a local government where the property is located and paid the owner of the property. And also, kanang mga business tax or kanang mga negosyo. So, as a business owner, you will be responsible for paying a variety of local, state, and federal taxes. These can include income tax, much like employees pay on their income, plus additional payroll taxes, business licenses and permits, use taxes, sales, and self-employment taxes. And ang non-tax revenues is the recurring income earned by the government from sources other than taxes. So like mga fees, mga charges, mga receipts gikan sa mga negosyo sa gobyerno, mga ingana. So in Manila, with a unanimous 300 votes, the House of Representatives on Tuesday and approved the third and final reading the measure seeking to institutionalize the automatic income classification sa provinces, cities, and municipalities to boost the operation of local government units or LGUs and bring about much needed socio-economic benefits para sa mga local government personnel. So House Bill 7006 provides that every 6 years from the first general income reclassification, ang Secretary sa Finance kay bali mao na siya ang mag-update sa mga income ranges para sa income classification sa tanan na provinces, cities, and municipalities. Executive Order 249, Series of 1987, which provides for the income classification of LGUs, authorizes the Secretary of Finance to review the income ranges at least once every 4 years and recommends such appropriate changes or revisions. And that's all for my assigned topic, and I hope you learned something new for today's discussion. So, thank you and God bless.